So, who are you when your monkeys are either asleep or they've gone out to play? I had a client call yesterday and she decided her monkey was going to take off its suit. It was very serious. Project manager monkey, always telling her what she needed to do with the business. And whether she wasn't even working at that moment, it liked to constantly report what needed to be done. So she liked to take off its suit and start dancing with it and just set it free. And I love how everyone's finding different ways of just taking away that seriousness, that oppression of the mind and the thoughts and the to do. And what's interesting with these monkeys is that if you think about it, within their different personalities, their only job is what their focus is. So, for example, we also found the ideal parenting monkey. And we were laughing. We said it could be on the front cover of a magazine, and it's all immaculately put together, and it has such perfection ideas of how it all should be and how to be the perfect mother. And we were talking about it, and I said, well, that's all well and good, but it's got nothing else it needs to do other than focus on that perfection. It has no other role, and as humans, we're not like that. There's various things we have to do within each and every day, which demands time and energy from us, where that particular monkey in the mind, all it thinks about is being the ideal parent. Doesn't have to do washing, doesn't have to go and buy food, doesn't have to cook, doesn't have to earn money. It just reports all day long about this standard of being. And it's just not realistic. It's just not realistic. And how do we know it's right? How do we know that if we do X, Y, and Z, that will always bring the best results? I remember once listening to, I think it was a video, I think it was called The Shift actually. It might not have been on that, but it was an interview with Wayne Dyer. And somebody asked him, what's your best guidance for, parenting, for how do we best help our children to grow? And he says, leave them alone. They already know. They already know within them who they want to be, where they're going. And we want to interfere and think we know best, and it's our job to teach them. But they're also a soul here in a body with their own internal sat-nav. And they're not supposed to be like you, and they're not supposed to do it like you. And I remember listening to that and finding my children were quite young at the time, and finding such freedom in just hearing the leave them alone. And that's not abandon them and don't feed them, don't provide a roof over their head. None of that. It was just stop obsessing about what you think they need, other than those basic requirements of just love and care. So it's very interesting that these monkeys can hold very high standards in their particular area because they've got nothing else to think about. And we talked about, if we, people book these 1 hour sessions with me online, and I said, would you be okay if a member of your family barged in and told you all the list of things you had to do for the rest of that week while you're on this call? You wouldn't put up with that. You'd say, excuse me, I'm on a call. Why are you telling me this now? That's not until tomorrow or the day after. But the mind does that. And because we think it's us, we almost tolerate it. And when we remember it's not us, we say, no, I'm not doing this now. No, this is not important right now. And we can come back to presence. So another little installment for today. Decided to be inside. I've got this lovely crackling candle that I was given as a gift. It smells divine. It's snowing outside. I'm going to head out later, but I just decided I wanted to record this inside today. So this is today's installment. Bye for now.